Welcome to another episode of A Moment with Dante. Here, I just want to talk about failure. So, today is first day since I decided to wake up at 4:30 in the morning that I missed my yoga and boxing in the morning. Now, there is one day where I didn't stream my yoga and my boxing. I don't know what happened. I swore I streamed it. Someone even came onto the stream and commented. And then when I ended the stream, I went to go look at the past broadcasts on Twitch, and poof. But aside from that, um, the only other failure I had was I woke up a little later. I woke up at five in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning one morning instead of 4:30. But I still did my yoga and my boxing. Today is the first day that I can't do it. It's too late now for me to fit it into my schedule in the morning now. Um, so I'm just doing this vlog, and then I need to go straight to work. Otherwise, I'm gonna be far too late to work. I'm still I can still make it on time to work as long as I leave right after this vlog. So at the very least, I decided I didn't want to miss the vlog, even if I risk being a couple minutes late to work. It's not a huge deal. But I wanted to note or talk about the importance of failure when it comes to striving towards your goal and when it comes to life in general. We're not perfect beings, humans. We can easily make mistakes. We can easily slip up. Um, and it's important to realize that that's just part of life. There's a quote, I can't remember who it's by. Success has been and will continue to be defined as getting up one more time than you get knocked down. And I love that quote because it's very powerful, and it speaks to having tenacity in any situation, and especially when you're striving towards a specific objective. Now, yeah, okay, today I didn't wake up. I mean, look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I did wake up at 4:30, right? I woke up at Hey Pixelman. I woke up at 4:30. All right. The moment I looked at my alarm clock, and I was absolutely devastated. Okay, why? Because I went to bed at 10:20 last night, so it was only 6 hours of sleep, and I've had a really rough long week of staying in this schedule and doing all these workouts. I was just absolutely bleh, exhausted. So I reached over and I turned off my alarm. And then I lay on my back, face up, staring at the ceiling. And I was like, all right, I'm going to lay here for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to get up. I just don't want to get up right now. Well, of course, this is a humongous trap, okay? When your alarm goes off in the morning, your immediate reaction should be to get up. And once you're up, standing out of the bed, then you turn your alarm off, right? Now, this might not be a problem for most people listening, but for me, it's been a problem. If I turn off my alarm and I don't get out of the bed, I accidentally, either on purpose, sometimes on purpose, I'll just fall back asleep, fuck it, I don't care. And other times, it'll be completely accidental, right? There's a very, very, very small window where I don't even become conscious. That's if I go let's say 3-4 days getting 3 hours of sleep, which I haven't in a long time. I've been getting good sleep lately, but if I go 3-4 days in a row getting 3 hours of sleep a night or 2 hours of sleep a night, by the fourth or fifth day, I will legitimately sleep through all of my alarms. I can set 20, 30, 40 alarms, doesn't matter. I'll tank through all of them. So it's important to make a habit of when your alarm goes off, you get up immediately. And I've been following that habit pretty well, except today. And because of that, today I failed. And today I did not do my yoga and my boxing. Now, here's another important thing about failure. Do not internalize the failure in the sense that, negatively, in the sense that, okay, yes, I failed. If my life were on the line and I had bet my life that I'd be up at 4:30 in the morning today, well, I'd be dead, right? But I'm not a terrible human being. I'm not the worst person on the planet. I'm not lazy. I'm not any negative quality because I failed this one day of doing it, right? Now, I have very high standards for myself and I keep myself I'm pretty harsh on myself. I have a little mental terrorist in my head. Every time I say the word can't, he stops me. Every time I try to procrastinate something like, oh, like I got a bill in the mail the other day, and I was like, oh, I'll pay this later, and I started to set it down, and my little mental terrorist went, hey, pick that shit back up. Pick that shit back up. Pay it right now. It's gonna take 2 minutes, you bitch. And so I took my phone and I paid the bill, and yeah, it took 2 minutes, and then I got it out of the way, right? So my mental terrorist, what it does is every time I face any kind of obstacle, I immediately blow it out of the way. So no procrastination. Procrastination doesn't exist. I actually saw a video about this yesterday. The guy said, I don't believe in procrastination. Because what if I told you that tomorrow, if you showed up at my doorstep at 5 in the morning, I would pay you $3 million? Where would you be tomorrow at 5 in the morning? At my fucking doorstep, right? So you don't procrastinate. It's just when you don't want to do something, you don't have the inherent drive to fucking go out there and do it and get it, right? And that's the difference. Because if you make yourself believe you want it, or you make yourself realize the importance of the thing, even if you don't want to do it, then you can have the drive to get up and do it, right? Um, so I'm pretty harsh on myself. So I don't like that I missed a day, and I'm gonna try my best next week to not miss a day. And I just used the word try, and my mental terrorist went off. And my mental terrorist, every time I say the word try, goes do or do not. There is no try. And that's a quote from Yoda, but it's very relevant. Either you do it or you don't. There's no other option. It's completely binary. Oh, but I tried. Oh, but I tried. But did you? How hard did you try? Did you try like your life depended on it? It's a completely different setup. So I think it's important to realize that every failure is a learning experience. So now I know, okay, I do not have the ability to turn off my alarm and stay in bed for like 5 minutes relaxing before getting up, like to gather my energy. That I need to get up immediately. That when I look at my alarm and it says 4:30 and I'm exhausted as shit, I need to get up immediately, right? So from now on, I shouldn't make this mistake again. I learned from it, and now I know, okay, I can't chill in the bed after my alarm goes off. I need to get up immediately. And that's it. So I internalize the lesson from the mistake. I don't internalize the negative. Like I don't think of myself, oh my god, I'm a failure. Oh no, like I'm so shitty, blah blah blah. And I get all down and sulking on myself. There's no reason to do that, right? You just internalize the lesson that you learn from the mistake. You endeavor to not repeat that mistake, and then you make sure that you keep that mentality for every mistake that you make. If you start making mistakes too frequently, see if there's an underlying issue to that, you know? If you keep making the same mistake over and over, you're a fool, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because if you keep making the same mistake over and over, it means you're not learning from each mistake that you make, or you're not understanding the reason why you're making the mistake. And if you're not understanding the reason why you made the mistake, you're missing one crucial step that I've not talked about yet, which is after you make a mistake, think. Once you realize you have made a mistake, stop and think. What led up to making this mistake? Why did I make this mistake? What can I change to not make this mistake again? Once you get to that third step, all right, of what should I make, what can I change to not make this mistake again? Once you get to that third step, that's when you need to pay very close attention. Thank you. You need to pay very close attention to implementing that. So, for example, for me, what do I need to do to not make the mistake again? I need to get up immediately out of the bed. Okay? That's my thing. I need to get up immediately out of the bed. and that's it. So now every time I wake up, I get up out of the bed immediately. I don't make the mistake again. But if you're repeating mistakes over and over, you're not following those 3 steps, and it's important you follow them. Stop, think about what led up to the mistake, think about why you made the mistake, the inherent reason why, and then what can you implement to change that? What can you change to stop that mistake from repeating itself? And then from there, you just implement it. And there you go. That's my conversation on failure. Now, I would like to thank Utter Chaos, that's UTTERCAOS, for donating 8 bits on the stream. Thank you very much. Very kind. I'll make sure to include this little shout out in the end of the YouTube video when I upload this. And I hope both Pixelman1238 and Utter Chaos have wonderful days, and anybody watching this as well. Thank you kindly. I gotta rush off to work. Ta-ta.